What is up, guys? Hope you guys are having a great day as always. Currently right now, Chainlink is seeing a sell-off after we had a couple days with great momentum taking us all the way to $18. And in this episode, guys, I'm going to take a look at if this sell-off is something that you should be worried about. We've had a sell-off now of 10%. First of all, we're going to talk about the importance of Chainlink staying above $15.4. And in this episode, I will show you what is most likely to happen. So make sure you watch the whole episode. And as always, we're going to take a look at Bitcoin, guys, because I believe Bitcoin is playing an important role in this. Because if Bitcoin can reclaim 12,000, I think that's going to play a huge factor in for Chainlink and be very positive for the overall crypto market. Welcome, and as always, my name is Andreas. I have been in Bitcoin for a little bit more than 3 years, and I've been investing for a total of 4 years. But enough of that, let's just jump right into the chart and let's take a look at Chainlink and what crucial levels Chainlink needs to hold to continue this parabolic uptrend. And as always, to my subscriber, guys, you guys are amazing. I can't believe this. We're at 530 subscribers now in only 21 days. Thank you, guys, and welcome. Let's get that number to 600. To the new people watching, if you want daily price analysis of Bitcoin, Chainlink, and cryptocurrency news, feel free to subscribe to the channel, guys. So here's the Chainlink chart. Right now, we are experiencing a small retracement, but it's important to note that we talked about in yesterday's video. Chainlink is having a lot of good momentum, and all that momentum did take us up to the price target of $18 that we did talk about in my previous video. As you guys can see, when you measure from the breakout, then you usually get the price target, and that target was at around $18, and we did come all the way up here very quicker than I expected. And now we are experiencing this small retracement right here, and I'm sure some of you people might be concerned now, and I'm going to be answering if you should be concerned or not. The first thing we're going to take a look at is the long-term trend line, because that is very important to take a look at. So let's just measure up the trend line, and as you guys can see on the chart here, this trend line is acting as very strong support. Not only have we had one touch, two touches, we've had 3, 4, 5 touches. So this trend line is a crucial level, and it's crucial that Chainlink can stay above this level. Even with the retracement that we did experience, we still have room here to grow. We still have room here to consolidate and go sideways before we eventually make a move to the upside. And even if this retracement can seem a little scary, you have to keep in mind from the breakout down here and all the way to the top, that was almost a 24% increase. And then when you measure from the top here and down to where we're retracing right now, that is about an 8% retracement. So in my opinion, after 24% move up to the upside, then we get an 8% retracement to the downside. To me, that is consolidation. That is a healthy pullback. Basically, Chainlink needs to breathe a little. The importance of this trend line, it is very important that we stay above this level. Like, I am leaning more bullish, so I do expect Chainlink to defend this level of around 15.2. If Chainlink decides to come down here to the 15.3, 15.4, this is a crucial support level for Chainlink that it absolutely needs to hold, and I'm expecting it to hold. That's what I believe, because we're seeing such great momentum, and then we're going to continue to the upside. But if we do decide to come down here and we're not and this doesn't act as support anymore, and we do fall through this line, next support level we would find would be at around 13.5 if we do decide to break this trend line. And if we do come down here, there's still hope for Chainlink, and we could still move to the upside, but I just want you guys to prepare. I do not think that is the most likely scenario right now, that we're going to break through this key support line and come down to this support line. I do think we're going to continue to consolidate for a couple of days and then eventually make a move to the upside. But I want you guys to be prepared, because if we do come down to 15.5 and we can't hold that level, the road down to around 13.5, it's not that long. But as I said, I do not believe that will happen. I'm going to show you guys one more thing that is crucial in this analysis. Even though we're experiencing a retracement right now, I'm going to show you one more thing, and that's the 100 EMA and the 200 EMA. And I'm just going to remove a couple lines here so we can take a look at that. So now everything is removed, and let's turn on the 100 and 200 EMA. So let me zoom out a little bit. Let's put this on the 4-hour chart. As you guys can see, the dark blue is the 200 EMA and the dark green is the 100 EMA. And if you guys take a look at these two EMAs, you guys can tell that Chainlink has always been acting above both of these EMA right here, Chainlink did break barely below the 100 EMA, but it's always touched on the 200 EMA. As you guys can see here, it's never gone below the 200 EMA, and that's really important because as you guys can see here, if we go a little bit further up, Chainlink did dip briefly under the 100 EMA right here. So technically we have the 100 EMA that could act as support at around 15.3, but as you guys can see, Chainlink has never gone below the 200 EMA, and it's very good that the 200 EMA is coming up here because right now the 200 EMA is exactly at this support line of 13.5. So that means we have another indicator that is also acting as support, the 200 EMA, and the 200 EMA is currently going up. So the longer Chainlink can stay up here, the stronger the 200 EMA will be, and we will have even more support. So to me, I'm leaning much more bullish on Chainlink right now, but of course anything could happen, but things are looking very good for Chainlink. And as I said, the 200 EMA keeps going up, and that will act as support because if you look at history, Chainlink usually never goes below the 200 EMA and always stays above it. So worst case, we're going to come down to the 200 EMA, consolidate a little before we make that explosive move to the upside. So I think things are looking very good for Chainlink, guys. And that was it for Chainlink, guys. I hope I answered your questions. In my opinion, you should not be too worried about this retracement. This is a completely normal, healthy retracement that you need after an explosive move up. So this is just consolidation. So here we have the Bitcoin chart, guys, and I'm just going to do this really quick. As we've talked about in the previous episodes, I do believe that we're looking at two fractal patterns. This basically means that this pattern is the same as this pattern. This version up here is the smaller version of this version, and I'm going to show you why I believe this is a fractal pattern, because as you guys can see, we're still holding above the 200 EMA right here. In this pattern, Bitcoin is holding above the 200 EMA almost all the time, barely breaking through it right there, and we're now experiencing the same thing where Bitcoin is barely holding above it, and we're going to consolidate within here. And also, if you look at the similarities, we saw the breakout to the upside, then we go sideways, we consolidate a little bit, and then we get a second high, and then we go down and we consolidate here, and then we consolidate out, and then we get another explosive move to the upside. Then we consolidate, and then we get a second high, and then we retrace a little, and then we continue consolidate, and then suddenly we're going to get an explosive move to the upside to $13,000. So I do believe Bitcoin is in a fractal pattern, and if this is the case, this is also very, very positive for Chainlink, because if Bitcoin breaks out, then it's going to give confidence to the whole crypto market. That is just what's going to happen. Bitcoin goes to 13,000, then Chainlink could easily go to $30. And that was it for today's update, guys. If you guys enjoyed it, feel free to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.